Are you ready for some serious sneaker talk? From luxurious designer to athletic staples, I've scoured the internet to bring you the 11 most wanted styles of the season and weighted up whether they are worth the splurge. Whether you love classic, statement, or designer collaborations, I take it all into account and lay out my honest reviews here. This understated classic has been getting some hype lately, which is surprising because my kids have been wearing Salomon shoes for years and I didn't realize they were a thing. I tried the snow white version, which is just like Bella Hadid has been spotted in. Part sneaker, part hiking shoes, it's a timeless design with a TPU wrapped mesh upper that looks ready for outdoor adventures. The weight is just right, not too heavy or too light, and the quick lace system, which is easily adjustable, ensures a snug fit. The style runs true to size, and it's a solid, reliable shoes that plays into the current so uncool it's cool dad trend. These sneakers tend to hold their value. Keep an eye on price fluctuation on sneaker trending websites like StockX. In short, even if you are not an outdoorsy type, these sneakers are totally on trend and look great with jeans or skirt for an understated city look. This hot pink collaboration between Nike and Jacquemus caught my eye for obvious reasons. You may recognize them from the brand's 10-year anniversary runway show in Provence. They feature a mesh and suede upper and chic cutoff details that echo the ready-to-wear collections. An instant hit, they've garnered almost 300,000 likes on their label's Instagram so far. Although they feel stiff around the ankles when I first put them on, they're lightweight. They're pricey, but that won't deter hardcore fashion enthusiasts, particularly those who count themselves among Jacquemus' cult following. The neon pink hue has already sold out on Nike's website, but check ModeSens and you will find a few retailers that still have them in stock. While they look fun now, I question their long-term value. At the end of the day, it's down to how badly you want to invest a collaboration with this cool designer. Golden Goose has been a luxury sneaker staple for over a decade. So while they will initially cost you around $500, the pre-distressed designs has proven long-term value. Even though they're not currently a top trending sneaker, they seem to define trends and are constantly popular. One of the brand's main selling point is its hidden wedge, which secretly adds a little extra height. They are available in a variety of colors and feature seasonal motifs that are often handcrafted by artisans. Also, the shoelaces are intentionally mismatched and have a unique worm-in effect to match the vibe of the leather uppers. Those with high arches should be careful of the styles since they have a low instep. Apart from that, they are a fail-proof option. I'd recommend holding out until sale season and picking up a pair at the lowest possible price. Classic and versatile, the German army trainer from Maison Margiela is constantly appearing in social media feeds and is inspired by a classic 70s silhouette. Although this simple design is not my first choice, I completely understand why they are so popular. Compared to a host of other similar styles, Margiela stays closest to the original design. Since white wasn't available in my size, I bought the same style in green, which has a fresh spring vibe. It's very comfortable with elastic on the inside that reduce pressure on the instep, though those with high arches may need to try it on for themselves. It's made of genuine leather, so its upkeep requires a little extra care, and it can be washed with water directly. It's minimal and versatile, so you will get a lot of wear out of them. But I still recommend waiting for sale season when you can likely snap them up at around 50% off. Now for the designer sneakers. First up is the Loewe Flow, a retro design inspired by the 70s and 80s. As with anything by Loewe, there is a high level of craftsmanship involved. The upper is a combination of nappa, suede, and calfskin, and the swirling Loewe anagram is stamped on the side. Each season, there are new color combinations that inevitably becomes a timeless favorite. I love the leather edge at the heel that offers ankle support and takes the comfort factor to another level, and the fluffy upper that is super soft. There's also an invisible wedge that offers a little extra height, but also noticeably affects the weight of the shoe. Personally, I like the Flow's business casual look. It's also reasonably priced, and since the seasonal colors are always changing, it's relatively easy to wait for it to go on sale. With the distinctive logo, it's easy to tell who the sneakers are. The pair I bought a few years ago featured partially split leather and fabric, and honestly, the logo is probably the best thing about them. That said, they are comfortable and as lightweight as functional sports shoes. They do have a narrow toe box, however, that slightly presses against the top of the foot, so consider buying a half size up if you want to wear socks. This style has a retro orthopedic look, which isn't hugely appealing to me, but it's a good choice if you are looking for something to pair with your Hermes bag because they are one of the brand's more practical items. The platform sneaker has been going strong for a while, and Celine's 70s-inspired iterations are a widely popular example. The classic white color likely works with anything in your closet. They're extremely comfortable, proportionally balanced, and have the perfect sponge density around the ankle. The curved soles offer excellent support too, although they are weightier than traditional sneakers because of the platform. While they're expensive, there isn't really a cheaper equivalent when it comes to trendy styles that are minimal and comfortable. The Squinter is Gucci's flashy bestseller that cost close to $1,000 and utilizes Gucci's classic oat flower motif paired with the house iconic red and green stripes and some sweet and crystal details. It's a true embodiment of Gucci's eclectic style, and the pink shoelaces are a fun touch. But looking beyond its colorful exterior, it just reminds me a Nike Dunk with a flowery shirt on. The shoe is very comfortable with a slight weight to it, a spongy ankle support, and an elastic tongue, so even if the shoelaces are untied, the sneakers stay on. The upper has a vintage look which is easier to maintain than white leather. But the color combinations are so specific that they may look more discordant than chic. All things considered, at this price, I'd rather spend the money on a pair of rare limited edition SB Dunks. I bought a pair of these sneakers a year ago, and each season they release a new design with a subtle twist. Inspired by skateboarding shoes, Chanel has really tapped into that Gen Z appeal. But while the craftsmanship is impeccable, the fabric covering the shoe may not entirely justify the inflated price tag. And although the white sponge lining is soft and comfortable, it lacks elasticity, so there's not much support for your heel. You can easily squash the back of the shoes with one step. Rather embarrassingly, I took mine out today after not wearing them for a while, and they turned yellow. They do feel good on though, and they are a light, comfortable, and practical style. Ask yourself this before making the purchase. Do you still like them without the logo? Dior's high tops are the most expensive styles of all, and they look just like Converse with the Dior monogram. I feel nostalgic for my student days just looking at them. They are hugely comfortable. The rubber sole has some weight, but also some bounce, so you won't get tired after a day of walking. That's a big contrast to Converse hard sole, which can leave your feet sore after a couple of hours. While the rubber sole and fabric are of good quality and the stitches and assembly work are commendable, I also think the same of a $65 pair of Converse. For that reason, you're not worth the splurge. You're only paying for the brand name. These lesser-known sneakers are one of my personal favorites. I bought a white leather pair for walking around Paris recently, and they were incredibly comfortable. The entire shoe is constructed using minimal stitches, and they fit as if they were custom-made. The lining is pure leather, and the versions with velvet uppers has a super lustrous feel. They offer a good level of support without being hard or stiff. When it comes to versatility, it's hard to imagine what not to wear them with. As for the price, they're currently on sale, so why wait? That's it for my sneaker roundup. If there's anything specific you'd like me to review, please let me know in the comments. And don't forget to follow me. See you in the next episode.